Hi everyone, how's your reading going? Pull my t-shirt down and look a bit more presentable. Today I want to talk a bit about one of my favourite comedians of all time. For those of you who have seen The Goodies, you will know Bill Oddie. He is the shorter one, often with lots of hair and sometimes with a beard. And he's the one who does all the green stuff, so all the looking after the planet. Although they alternate, sometimes someone else is looking after the planet. And I loved this book of his, One Flew into the Cuckoo's Nest. I must admit I don't quite understand the title. I'd have to reread it because I didn't understand it the first time either. But The Goodies, three men, three comedians, working in the 1970s. They were friends with people like John Cleese, and so before The Goodies, the three of them actually worked with John Cleese on a radio program called I'm Sorry, I'll Read That Again. Lovely, lovely program, absolutely hysterical. I have laughed my way through it. Way back when I actually bought an album, a record. I should have brought it down with me, but I didn't think of it. And the record is I'm Sorry, I'll Read That Again. And it is a compilation of various parts of their radio shows. And I have laughed my way through that so many, many, many times. It was hysterical. I have watched The Goodies. I have seen every single episode 3 or 4 or however many times. They are groundbreaking. They were ahead of their time in their day. They were political, but you couldn't always tell that they were being political because they were being so funny about it. And they were very clever. They all have, just like John Cleese and there's John Cleese is from the Monty Python. And all of those Monty Python people, they were all very clever. They all had various qualifications. And they all met, I think, at uni, where they did the footlights. And so they honed their skills there. And so when I saw this somewhere one day, looks like I bought it at the op shop. I should have actually bought it new so that he would get the money, the royalties. When I saw this, I knew I had to have it because Bill Oddie is one of those people who is just so fantastic. Now, it's a long time since I've read it, but I remember being very moved by his accounts of depression. And what was fantastic is for him to actually detail an episode of depression while he was there. So he's way down into it. He's so far down, and he's still able to write it and or at least take notes so he can write it later. So we are able to understand what that feels like. He also did something a lot more lighthearted and not comedic at all, but he did a series of TV programs, I think, in Britain. So I've never seen them. I should actually Google them and see if I can find them. All about bird watching. I'm serious. The real birds, the birds with feathers, like this one here. He would look at this and go, yes, I know what that bird is. He would not notice the person behind it. He'd be looking at the bird because birds are his thing. And so he did a series on telly in Britain about birds, and it was an educational program, and apparently people loved it. It didn't come out here, which I'm so sad about. Or if it came out here, I missed it. I might have been having a life at that point. It's odd having a life when you've got books and TV to watch. So he mentions The Goodies, he mentions his life, he mentions his depressive episodes, and he talks a lot about the birds. And I loved this book. It was so, so moving. I admit I cried several times through it. It was before my eye issues, which caused me to not have any tears. So, I cried. I will say that. I do remember it. Apparently he took up the electric guitar at the age of 65. I didn't know that. Okay. Sorry, I should not read even the back of the book because I get distracted, and that does not make a good video. It does have some odd photos. I'm just trying to find one page. Just the odd photo, which they don't come out on the video so well. But anyway, so you see him working with other people. Sorry, I will stop. I will not look at the book. Otherwise I will get distracted. And reading a book does not make good video. I did think about that at one point. How would it be if I just relaxed back and sat and read a book for a while and had a video training on me? And I just thought, how boring would that be for the viewer? So I didn't do that. So I will not read this book while I'm holding it. Oh, excuse me. Something else I was going to say. I did not bring the record down with me. But I'm sorry, I'll read that again. That is literally the title of the radio program. I'm sorry, I'll read that again. He was also at one stage in another radio program called I'm Sorry, I Haven't a Clue. But he was only in it as a little bits and pieces. The person who spent most time in it was, let's see, we had Graham Garden, we had Bill Oddie, and the other one, Tim Brooke Taylor. Graham Garden has done some on I'm Sorry, I Haven't a Clue, but Tim Brooke Taylor was in that for many years. And, no, I can't remember what I was going to say. What I will do, though, I have a book of I'm Sorry, I Haven't a Clue. I will open that up a little bit while I am on camera, and I will talk about it. I may regret it because I may end up laughing and not being able to read anything out to you, but you know, it's a good radio program, very funny. They have some fabulous skits. Yep. So that's enough. I do recommend it if you can actually get past the depression, because he was actually hospitalised 3 times because of it, the poor man. I have such respect for him. It says, this is not a goodies book. Oh well. And I feel I should have been talking about this while wearing my goodies t-shirt. One of them. I've now got 3. Sorry, I stuffed up. Okay, so subscribe down below if you want. It's your choice, and I'll see you on another one. Bye.